Bill Gates' full name, William Henry Bill Gates III, is one of the world's greatest businessmen and entrepreneurs who became one of the most famous people in the world with the rise of Microsoft. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955, and grew up in Seattle, Washington with his two sisters. Gates was born into a family with a rich history of business, politics, and social services. His father, William Henry Gates II, was a lawyer in Seattle, Washington, and his mother was a school teacher and a member of the board of United We International, who was also involved in charity. Bill Gates attended Lakeside School. Then he realized his interest in software and started programming at the age of 13. Subscribe our YouTube channel to watch the rest of this video and more. This is where the core of Microsoft came from. In the spring of 1968, the school decided to introduce students to a new phenomenon that had just emerged in the world, the computer. But the school underestimated the attractiveness of this electronic giant for students. The students were Bill Gates and Paul Allen, who were 2 years older than Gates, and several other friends, all of whom are now senior Microsoft programmers. The common denominator of these two friends was their great goals and interest in their work, and this led them to create the largest company in the world in the future. Bill and Paul's friendship continued, and Gates reformed his deal with Paul in 1975 for a basic version. In the same year, Bill saw the news of the production of a computer in the magazine and immediately contacted the executive of the company that made that computer, MITS, and announced that he was producing a basic translator software for that computer. He had not done anything, but he decided to attract the opinion of the managers of that company in this way. Accepting MITS executives to demo the program, Bill and Paul decided to prepare a sample of their work for the demo. The two friends set up their first office in Albuquerque and later registered their company, which was renamed Microsoft. Microsoft was growing day by day and more employees were being added to the company. Gates stepped down as CEO of Microsoft in 2000 after 25 years and was replaced by Steve Ballmer, but continued to serve as the company's chief executive officer and chairman. From 1975 to 2014, he chaired the board of directors of Microsoft, and after 39 years, with the resignation of Gates, John W. Thompson was appointed to replace him. In January 1994, Bill Gates married Melinda French, a Microsoft employee. Melinda is from Dallas, Texas. The couple had 3 children. Bill Gates' house is one of the most modern and expensive houses in the world, which is located on a hill and overlooks Lake Washington in Medina in Washington. The house and land are estimated to be worth $125 million and taxed at about $1 million a year. Also among Bill Gates' assets is a collection of writings by Leonardo da Vinci, which he bought in 2004 for $30 million at auction. Gates has donated all the benefits of his books to non-profits which have supported the use of technology in education and skill development. Humanitarianism is very important to Gates. He and his wife Melinda set up a $28.8 billion charity to support global health and education philanthropy, with the hope that in the 21st century all the people of the world will have access to education and health. The organization has donated $3.6 billion to global health, $2 billion to the development of education in low-income areas, and has donated computers and internet access to public libraries in the United States and Canada. In October 2016, Gates announced in an interview with ICTY's Today Morning program that he did not intend to inherit his fortune for his 3 children, and that his fortune would be inherited by charity after his death. Bill Gates in 2016, after the Lasker Award, U.S. President Barack Obama presented the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Bill and Melinda Gates. French President Francis Hollande also presented the couple with the highest honor in France in 2017, received the Bloomberg Millennium Public Service and the Padma Bhushan Award. In 2010, he received the Silver Buffalo Award for his contributions to the IT industry. Gates has won numerous awards for various issues. In a statement, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates described the consequences of the coronavirus epidemic in the world today as the first epidemic, or pandemic 1, as the impact of World War II on humanity in the last century. This epidemic will continue for many years. The founder of Microsoft and the billionaire said that although the suffering of the coronavirus epidemic for humans will decrease in the coming years, those who lived during the first epidemic will never forget this pain. Bill Gates also said that the coronavirus, which has halted economic activity in the world, will have the greatest impact on poor and needy communities. He urged policymakers to reconsider the issue. Gates has been accused of conspiracy theories and misinformation since the outbreak of the coronavirus. Bill Gates had previously said at a conference in March 2015 that the threat to humanity in the future was not a nuclear weapon but a virus and epidemic threatening the world, while the world is not ready for the next epidemic. According to the latest ranking by Forbes magazine, Bill Gates, with a net worth of $95.1 billion, is the second richest person in the world after Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. He first topped the list of the richest people in the world in 1994 and topped the list for 15 consecutive years. Then in 2010, he was replaced, and again in 2014 after 4 years of Gates' second place. While he had just resigned as chairman of Microsoft, he was once again named the richest man in the world by Forbes Economic magazine. Overall, the Gates family are the second family in the world. The fortune of Bill Gates, 65 years old, the founder of Microsoft, is estimated at $98 billion to $106 billion.